Welcome back again, everybody, to MaxspeedTV. Tonight, the RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series. Well, guess what? We're back at it again at Atlanta for round 6, presented by MaxspeedTV. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, Ryan Branshaw joining us again this week. Ryan, we missed you last week, bud. Well, I missed myself too because I wasn't here. But man, glad to have you back up here, bud. Man, Atlanta, man, you've raced at this track. You know what it's like down there. Man, tell us a little bit about it.
Atlanta, it's gonna be a fun race tonight, absolutely. Especially with these cars, tires are gonna wear out fast, and these drivers will have to, put in a little bit of strategy or make some strategy calls tonight with the limited set of tires they do have for this race.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they got a total of 5 sets. That is including the set they start with, but let's get down into it here tonight. Starting with that wind speed, boy, by 10 miles an hour. Got a pretty strong wind out there. It's 89-degree air temp, 118-degree track temp, and we was talking about that earlier, about that track temp. The last 2 nights, it was pretty much the same thing. It started out really, really hot out there, and that just makes things even more slick out here at Atlanta compared to what it usually is.
Yeah, and it'll add to the factor of the whole tires wearing out. These guys might be losing, I'd say, up to over 2 seconds a lap, or excuse me, 2 seconds from the start of the run, and it'll be difficult just to get these cars around the track for 150 laps here tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure. 150 laps here tonight. 225 miles. Like I said, a total of 5 sets. I'm estimating that fuel somewhere between 35 and 45 laps. Does that sound about right? Or do you think they might be able to pull 50?
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that would make sense. I think about 30-ish laps they can make it out there.
All right, well, pit road speed here, a gruesome 50 miles an hour. The pace speed, of course, 65 miles an hour. We got about 23 drivers out here, so not a massive field, but, it is big enough, especially for a track like Atlanta. Well, let's get down here to the point standings coming into tonight. GT Hawkins up at the top spot at 225. David Weishart in second at 194, 31 back behind GT. Eric D. Grant in third, 191, 3 back behind David. Ryan Goodell up 2 spots into fourth, 184.7 back. James Bickford in fifth, 183, 1 back. Michael Thwaites up a spot into sixth, 173 points, 10 back. Bryce Sinisak down 3 spots into seventh at 171 points, 2 back. Paul Henley going to stay where he's at in eighth, 165 points, 6 back. Kyle Sieg up a spot into ninth at 161, 4 back. And David Elliott's going to be up a spot, cracking the top 10 in 10th at 148 points. He is 13 behind Kyle. Ron?
Darren Bruce in 11th. He dropped 2 spots from last week with 144 points in total. He's 4 back on David Elliott in front of him. Jacob Manning in 12th, gaining 3 spots from last week, only back 1 from Darren Bruce. Zach Willard in 14th. 93 back from the lead with 132 points. Jim Duda in 15th with 129 points, 96 back from the lead, and up 4 spots. Wait, no, that's Rominger. Mike Rominger is up 4 spots from last week with 128 points. 97 back from our points leader, GT Hawkins. Blair Patterson, Brian Wasserman, and Timothy Zayas all tied it with 124 points, 101 points back from the leader. And Drew, I'm not even going to try to say that last name. Drew and Chase, both with 115 points, both 110 back from the leader.
All right, well, that is the point standings. And, of course, after tonight, Ryan, it's going to be 4 races left in the regular season. Of course, we're going to have a 2-week break coming up here after this week for Memorial Day and, of course, week 13 for iRacing. But as you can see, the point's still really close between all the drivers out there. And, GT is actually trying to go for his 4th win and back-to-back-to-back this season. So I think GT Hawkins will be one of the drivers to watch out here. He's currently running in second here in practice. So, I mean, if you had to put your money out there, which no gambling, of course, but if you did, who would you put it on GT, or would you go with somebody else?
Obviously, GT is the safe choice. He's definitely fast here tonight. His fastest lap being a 31.573. The only person besting that lap is Garrett D. Grant with 31.535 in practice. But yeah, GT is definitely one of the ones to watch. He's been coming from the back this season and kind of just popping up at the end of the race. So if he can get a good starting position here, I'm sure he'd be able to start to pull away from the field a little bit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, really anybody can pull away here. I mean, like I said, 23 drivers. You know, where we might see these drivers after pit stops, if we do get that, you know, long green flag run and that first round of pit stops, we may see these drivers spread out more than what we have seen the past two nights, as GT is doing something here on this road portion of Atlanta. Yes, Atlanta does have a road course. But Alan Fox is out here as well. Now we're going to be coming down here to about 3.5 minutes left here in practice. Of course, go ahead and give our shout outs where they're due. Of course, Ryan, we do appreciate you coming up here and calling the action with us. As always, our admin here tonight. It looks like Scott Ramler is in the admin tower. Hopefully he's not by himself here this evening, but big shout out to Scott Ramler. Of course, Rick Bell over at RB Custom Rigs. You in the market for a computer or some upgrades, hit him up on Facebook at facebook.com/RB Custom Rigs and send him a personal message as well, and he'll hook you up. Big shout out to Rick Donathan, putting on an awesome league over here as well for Extreme. And a big shout out to all the fans out there tuning in each and every week. We do appreciate it. Looks like Big Jeremy out there in chat this afternoon. But I think this is going to be a good race, Ryan. I really do.
Yes, absolutely. And like I said, strategy, especially with the green flag runs we've been having this season, strategy will most definitely come into play with these 4 extra sets of tires for these cars. And do you want to take fuel, just fuel, 2 tires, no tires? I definitely wouldn't take no tires, but like say an early caution, would you go down and take tires, try to get an advantage on the field, and maybe hope for a late race, cluster of cautions, or play it safe and just take it every it's looking like with 5 sets every 30 laps, just take it every 30 laps. But yeah, strategy is going to be huge here tonight, and it's going to come down to the wire for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Alrighty, folks. Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to the wire, and it could come down to green, white, checkered here too. But we don't know. We won't know until we get down, of course, to the end of the race. But we're going to go ahead and step aside, play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Don't go anywhere, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the red the night that our back was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the prairie? You're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave? In the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxspeedTV TV. Qualifying, of course, is underway here tonight. And right now, Garrett D. Grant has the top spot with a 31.574, but we got a lot of drivers still out here that hasn't put in a time. It looks like some of them may not even put in a time here. We'll have to wait and see. Coming down to about 2 minutes left here, Ryan. So, you know, I don't know, with the size of the field we have here tonight, you know, where would you like to start? Up front, middle, or in the back?
Well, last time I was here in Extreme, I started in the back and then started working my way up and ended up in the fence. So definitely up front. I want to try to lay down as quick a lap as possible just to hopefully stay caught up with some of those front runners up there. And if they do get spread out, kind of maybe get a little bit of a toe too, just to try to stay caught up with the field ahead.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, coming down to about 1:30 left. I'm going to go ahead and dive into it here. I'm going to start with the Xfinity Series team points. We're going to let Ryan do the overall team points here, but let's start here with the Xfinity Series team points. Prime Time up in the top spot with 519, but they're only 2 points ahead of Samson Motorsports in second, 517. GT Motorsports in third, 494. Jacob Bell Racing in fourth, 472. And rounding out that fifth team, JW Racing with 406.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check the overall. I don't think I have access to it at the moment.
Okay, well, we can fix that.
All right.
It'll be up at the very top in the black box.
All right, and overall, GT Motorsports leads the way with 1950 points, and Samson Motorsports in second only about 100 or 50 points behind, and with 1887 prime time in the hunt as well with 1866. Jacob Bell Racing with 1695, and JW Racing overall with 1635 team points.
All right, and of course, that is where the team championship will be decided after, of course, round 15 of the Cup Series once everything is tallied. But qualifying is officially done. Garrett D. Grant is going to grab that top spot, grabbing the pole here tonight. Now, of course, they're going to get up into the drivers' meeting here this evening. So, big shout out to, of course, Ron as everybody goes into the lobby. Really, we don't have really much to talk about. I looked at the penalty chart here and not really seeing it. Don't really see anything we got to go over. But of course, I wasn't here last week, so I really wanted to make sure. But Ron, we can talk all night long about the tires here at Atlanta, and I have a feeling that is going to be the same case tonight because this track is so abrasive.
Yeah, and I mean, if you ever do get a chance to go to Charlotte, North Carolina, they do have sections of tracks in the Hall of Fame, and Atlanta is almost close to Darlington in texture. I know Darlington's notorious because of how old the track surface is. Well, same with Atlanta. It's almost the same deal between Atlanta and Darlington, and it's not a big fan of tires. It's a pretty hungry track, and it likes to eat them up pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Of course, Alan Hilton out there in chat here this evening saying tires are huge here at Atlanta. And, he's right. We've seen it for the past 2 nights, how important tires are. Now, could fuel be an issue, too? Yeah, we seen it last night in the Truck Series. Some drivers ran out close to the very end of the race. And some ran out of fuel on the last lap.
Yeah, and I mean that can also be a factor of the racing too. If we have the way the cautions fall, if some people try to stretch it out, because the less you pit, the better off you usually are. Um, but yeah, this could always be a fuel mileage race too, just depending on how and if the cautions fall.
Oh yeah, for sure. We don't like to see any cautions, but Atlanta is one of those tracks that we could see 1 or 2, even with the small field here. Coming out of the corners is going to be the problem. Getting really, you lose that back end wants to slide and whip around on you. So we might see some self spins here tonight.
Yeah, and especially if that happens closer to the front of the pack and whatnot, or getting into the wall. uh, it's going to be a big problem if that does end up happening to some of these drivers, especially close to the front.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, well let's get down here to our pole sitter here tonight. Garrett Grant, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, you're going to grab the pole out here tonight, bud. Atlanta for race number 3 of this week. Everybody's racing at Atlanta before the break. What's it like down there with that track temp at 118 degrees?
To me, it feels like the first couple laps are pretty loose, but then it just gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and there's no going back from that point. There's gonna be a lot of waiting on the gas tonight. If you jump back in the gas, I mean a second too early coming out of turn 2, you're going in the wall, no question about it. So it's gonna be interesting tonight, that's for sure.
So is it not loose?
On fresh tires, it is for like the first 2 laps, but then it keeps getting tighter and tighter by the end of the run. By the end of the run, the front tire is going to be the right front's going to be screaming for dear life.
Oh wow! So the fall off going to be pretty quick then as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, well Garrett, man, of course you're looking to go for believe it's your 2nd win on the season, and this track is tough. Do you have a game plan, something in mind that you're thinking about doing?
No, not really. I mean, just save tire, try to keep the tires under it. Really, I mean, I think tires are going to be huge tonight, and I think if I keep the tires under it, I think I can win this thing.
All righty, Garrett. Well, Ryan, anything for our pulsator here this evening?
Good luck tonight, and prayers for your right front.
Thanks, man.
All right, let's get him down here to his team. Well, who do you want to interview here tonight, bud?
Well, it looks like it's Curtis Vollmer racing tonight.
Who?
Curtis Vollmer.
Curtis. Yep, he's down there.
He's usually a truck driver, right?
Usually. It looks like he is in here.
Let's pull him up. Let's give him an interview.
Well, let me see here if I can find him. Yep, there he is, right there. Go
I'll
ahead,
be
there he
all
is.
night.
Curtis, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
Good. So you're starting the 5th tonight, and if my memory serves me right, you're not a regular in the Xfinity Series?
No, sir. This is the 48th debut tonight in the Xfinity Series at
All right.
ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Pretty excited.
All right. Well, starting 5th, that's already a great start to your race here tonight. How's the track out there? We were told it's a little loose on fresh tires.
Yeah, the first few laps, that's pretty loose, and then it tightens right up. So it's going to swing one way, clear to the other way, and it's going to be a big swing. So watch this track really change as the heat builds up and the tires start laying rubber down. And I don't know, it's going to be real hard to get into those corners. You're just going to want to be sliding and pushing up real bad. So to be real easy on the throttle and take care of them tires, most importantly, tonight.
Absolutely. And we were talking about fuel being a big issue in some of the races earlier in the series, the week this week. And what are we thinking? What's the field run looking like? How long?
It'll be interesting to see what happens. Like I've said before, your strategy's always played out as far as where the cautions fly. If we do get them, we don't have many people tonight in the field, so yeah, I expect it to go green. I'm thinking around 40 laps. Last night seemed to be like that 35, 36, 37. Tonight might be around 40, I don't know, 42 maybe. But we'll just have to see, what kind of mileage these Hanson Motorsports engines got. And hopefully, it lines up to where we can get a good finish.
Absolutely. Any shout outs, thanks before we let you go here?
You bet. Appreciate everybody coming tonight and showing up, and shout out to all the people out there serving this beautiful country of ours. And we got the Marine Corps on the hood with my brother on there. Just appreciate all the military people and what they do so we could do what we do. Other than that, I'm ready to get racing, my man.
Absolutely. Well, good luck tonight, and hopefully we'll see you back up here at the end.
You bet. Watch for those Samson Motorsports. They're looking pretty strong tonight. Garrett's on the pole, and Chris is looking fast. So a couple fill-in guys tonight, but we're going to make it happen.
Absolutely. Well, good luck here. Good luck here tonight.
Have a good broadcast.
Yep, good luck, Curtis.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's get him down to his team down there. Let's go ahead and pull up somebody else. How about we pull up Topper here? He's got his mic. I don't guess I'm going to be able to talk to him. Who else can we pull up here? Jim Duda. Out here.
Yeah, starting 4th, it looks like.
Jim Duda, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I certainly do.
Hey, bud. Well, it looks like you're going to be coming out here starting in that 4th position here tonight. So a good, solid qualifying run for you. Talk about Atlanta, man. We could go on and on about the tires. We already know that's the problem out here at Atlanta. But, man, do you have something in mind other than trying to stay out front?
Yeah, we're just gonna save tires here. That's basically all we can do, and hopefully survive and have luck go with us today.
Well, do you think you have the car out there to bring it home into victory lane?
Oh yeah, we've always had the car except for the road courses, but we've had a string of bad luck follow us here. Hopefully everybody takes it easy the first couple laps, and we can't win the race in the first couple laps, so the plan is just play it safe and stick it out to the end.
All righty, buddy. Well, good luck out there, Jim.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. Right. Well, let's go ahead and put him down there in his team. How about we get?
Something interesting here as I'm watching rewatching some of the qualifying laps is Garrett Grant's qualifying lap was put down on the outside of the track. So he ran the outside in 1 and 2, and it's looking like in 3 and 4 he went to the bottom. So he got the run off the corner and after 1 and 2, and he went to the bottom, right, in 3 and 4. So maybe that wall proximity monitor or wall proximity, whatever they're using, is going to play a factor tonight.
I wonder if that outside line is going to be where you need to go into 1 and 2.
Yeah, and it's definitely easier to save tires up there as it's not as aggressive of a line. So I highly, or I expect people at the end of the runs to definitely be migrating up the track. Maybe not the absolute outside of the track, but definitely towards the maybe second and a half lane.
All right. Yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to do it on fresh tires. Are they just going to, are they going to run it and gun it, or are they going to try and save early? I mean, you only get 5 sets, and this is a 150 lap race. So, I mean, you got to be very, very conservative.
Absolutely. I mean, that is a set every 30 laps, it's looking like. So, yeah. So you run 30 laps on your tires each time you come in.
You should be able to make it and have a set toward the end for sure if you do it at 30. But, I would see how far you could actually go, on fuel, because you might be able to save a set just in case a GWC comes out more toward the end. You never know. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, and I mean, that is true, and it's just something. It's one of those unpredictable things. You can't foresee a green white checkered finish, and if you really just don't expect one, I would end up just pitting every 30 laps just to try to gain ground on the people who are expecting the green white checkered, and say it comes out, well, that's just bad luck, and get them next week.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to get one more interview here in. How about we bring up Alan Fox? You want to talk to him?
Yeah, I got him.
All right, there you go. There he is.
Alan, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
So rolling off P3 tonight, we've heard a couple people's opinions of the track. What are you thinking here tonight?
It's very tight and then very loose all at the same time. So it's going to be a game of saving tires, and if it goes green, just playing the right strategy to try and get some time on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw a couple drivers run that outside line, either their first, second laps, or both. Do you think later in the run people will start to migrate up there?
I think a lot of it's going to do with the track temp. I've run a few practice laps. It was hotter. When it was hotter, it was better up top, and when it's cooling off, you got more grip on the bottom. So I think you'll see a lot of coming and going as we get later into the run on that high line.
Absolutely. And any shout outs, thanks you'd like to give before we let you go here tonight?
Well, of course, always to Prime Time and the guys at Extreme for putting it on. You guys with the broadcast, and everybody over at BK Paints for giving us these sharp paint schemes every week.
Absolutely. Well, starting P3 tonight. Good luck here, and hopefully we'll see you back up here at the end.
I'd like that after last week, let me tell you.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Well, we'll let you get going back to your team, and good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, Alan.
Thanks, Josh.
All right, Primetime Motorsports. All righty, folks, we're coming down to the final, less than a minute to go here in the warm-up session. Of course, warm-up, interviews, drivers meeting, they all do it here in the warm-up session. So Ryan, we're about to get things rocking and rolling here tonight for the third of 4 races here at Hotlanta, and we might as well call it Hotlanta tonight because that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, and I was looking at the track temp just a couple minutes ago as Alan was talking about it. It's actually going down. Started off at 118 when I got into the session, and it was 110 or 111 when we were talking to Alan, and now it's dropped to 110. So if what he says the other drivers see too, we might see people staying on the bottom and possibly running out their tires a little sooner than they'd hope.
Well, good thing that track temp is going down a little bit. Hopefully it goes down even further, but that's going to do it here for the warm-up. Here we go. Let's go ahead and grid them up here tonight on Max Speed TV. We're going to wait until it does its countdown here. We'll get them on the Max Speed TV starting grid. All right, here we go. Garrett D. Grant coming out here, grabbing the pole with a 31.574. Congratulations to Garrett for grabbing the pole. Mike Rominger going to be starting on the outside of him in that second spot. Alan Fox in third. Jim Duda fourth. Curtis Vollmer fifth. Drew Ballesteros, I guess that's how you pronounce his name, in sixth. Ron Swan seventh. David Elliott eighth. Douglas Newbigging ninth. And Brian Wasserman is going to round out the top 10. Ryan, just finish us out, bud.
Paul Henley in that 29 car rolling off 11th here tonight on his outside. It's James Bickford in the 25. Kyle Sieg and it's looking like row number 7 in that 39 car. Rafe Slate to his outside at 14th. Bryce Senesac rolling off 15th tonight, and to his outside is Michael Thwaites. On the inside of row number 9, Ryan Goodell, the 44 car with Timothy Zayas starting to his outside. GT Hawkins starting way back in 19th. Next to his teammate Darren Bruce in 27 and 20th. Jacob Bell, one of our standby drivers here tonight, it's looking like, with a 3-digit number in the 177, rolling off 21st. Next to Chris Seidenfaden in the 33. Northern Capital Stars and Stripes car. That's a sharp-looking paint scheme, I gotta say. And rounding out the field, Topper Douglas in the 17 car in 23rd spot.
All right, 23 drivers. That would be Topper Dugas.
Oh, yeah, I did that the other week, too.
Yes,
Topper
you did. All right, here we go, folks. Rolling off here tonight on the backstretch here at Atlanta. And a look at it. You know, it might not look like a big field, but here at Atlanta, 23 drivers is big enough for sure. Of course, it would be nice to have 43 out here to see what these drivers can do. But down into turn 3 here tonight, folks. Pull those belts tight one more time. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. And Garrett D. Grant will be in control once all 4 tires are below that white line. There goes the pace car. There it goes. Garrett can go. He is on the loud pedal and the green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
And a wreck in the back.
Oh, no.
Ryan Swan, that is. Looks like the 1 car is involved of Newbigging, and 29 car of Paul Henley also involved. Teammates.
Yep. Wrecking in the back already, but boogity, boogity, boogity. Here we go. We're still green. Let's check out what happened back here. And we had 3 wide already up front as well. Wow. Starting off already with tire spins.
That's not a good sign, especially if we get restarts here in a couple laps. Man, that was scary to watch, because as soon as I saw Garrett, he got a little sideways, and I knew the rest of the field was gonna have a difficult time getting going.
It looks like the 99. It wasn't just the 99 that spun the tires. There were several of them out there that did too. Paul just got caught up in it. Douglas Newbigging got caught up in it as well. We had a driver up front also that spun tires, right up above Ryan, who spun as well. So not starting off on a good note here. Of course, there was no caution, so that is a good thing. However, Garrett D. Grant is going to lead the first 2 laps here tonight. Mike Rominger there in second already on the back bumper of the 24. I think really what you got to do is you just got to calm down, run these laps down, Ron, and then there toward the end, then you can go battle it out 3, 4, 5, 6 wide if you want to.
Yeah, you got to have a car to finish the race, and burning it all up now is not going to help you any down the line. It may feel good now that you're up front battling it with the top guys, but you got to just slow down, relax. You'll be there eventually at the end of the race if you play the cards right.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm watching a battle here between the 48 and the 53. Jim Duda and Curtis Vollmer. 73 of Alan Fox right there behind them. This back here at about 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Drew Blasteros right there in that 6th position, right where he started. I mean, right now we are seeing a couple of drivers side by side, but really not a whole lot of what you could say as big action going on. You get back here to Darren Bruce too, Ryan, in the 27. He's doing a little bit of battling of his own with the 39, and I believe that is the 09 of Bryce Sinisek.
It is, and Kyle's got some damage on that right front from the incident at the start of the race. He got into the back of Paul Henley, and that's what sent Paul around during that big checkup. But we'll see how he manages that. I don't think it should be as big of an impact as it was in Michigan, but I think it'll still impact that car to an extent.
Yeah, you can see the right front there kind of bent up a little bit. Let's go ahead and get a closer look on that right front here. We'll back the camera off, and yeah, you can see where it dented up, that right front there. I'm hoping that it doesn't really play a factor into the tire wear even more, because I know that can hurt the tires.
Yeah, and I think it's just, the downforce on the right front. I don't know how in depth it goes, or the sim goes with that, but I think it's a lot more downforce on the right front, since obviously in real life and on the sim too, these cars are designed to kind of dissipate the air as quickly and efficiently as possible, and all those little cracks and bends would not make that right front too happy.
All right, well, back here with Topper Dugas battling Kyle Sieg and the 39ers. Jacob Bell got 77 on the car, but he's actually in the 177 here. Going to be a standby here tonight, it looks like. What we seen earlier. And Alan, you are right. That was a crazy start of the race there for sure. Now, seeing some more battles kind of picking up here. Ron Goodell, GT Hawkins. GT already making his way up toward the front. Brian, look at this. He has cracked the top 15. He's trying to crack the top 10.
What did I say? Start at the back, come up through the field. There he is. Oh, got really tight between him and Ryan Goodell there. And Goodell looked like he tapped him all, actually, down the backstretch. Some hard racing between these two, and their tires are not going to like it at the end of this run. But, hey, look at GT. If he keeps it up, he will be at the front in no time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Man, their times are already starting to fall here. Best lap so far, like the 31.7s, 31.8s. They're already now 11 laps into this run here at the start of the race, and they're already 32.8s. Over
33.1 for GT that last lap.
Oh, man.
Obviously, he had a little bit of run in with the 44, but nonetheless, they're high 32 second laps. That's 10 laps into it.
Yeah, man, we got a battle for the lead here. Mike Rominger and Garrett D. Grant. Mike did lead that last lap, barely, but he led it, and he's still fighting with Garrett up here. Seeing more battles back behind them at about 8th, 9th, and 10th. Brian Wasserman and company. But right now, we're just watching this battle up front between these two. And it looks like the 9 is going to lead that lap again on the outside.
So that wall proximity, it looks like he's definitely able to get. Looks like honestly he's just able to run through the corner faster than that 24. Obviously not there, as looks like the 24 of Garrett DeGrand's going to have the advantage on the back straightaway. But Mike can just get in the corner so much better than that 24 car, and then it just judging from the past 2 laps, he was able to get the run down the front stretch as well.
Now back here with the 48, the 44, 14, seeing some battling brewing back here. 33 of Chris Seidenfaden, sharp looking car out there by Mr. Chris. Oh, getting really tight and bumpy through here. Look at the stack up. Oh! Michael Waits just took a lick. Who was that hit him?
Timothy Zayas, it looks like, gave him a shot.
Oh!
Yeah, there was a 33, had to check up hard for the corner there. He didn't want to stick his nose between GT and Curtis. He ended up checking up. I checked up the 12, and the 2 just couldn't get on the brakes fast enough.
Already doing a little bit of trading paint here tonight.
I almost thought the 48 got in, or was going to get into 12 there too.
Oh! In more battles, it still looks like Curtis Vollmer and the 12 of Thwaites going to go at it. It looks like Thwaites is going to be able to make that pass over the 48. Now going to be gunning for the 33 of Chris Seidenfaden. Oh, there's a caution.
Duda.
Oh, Jim Duda. What happened? All right, get up here with a 53. First caution of the evening, folks. At 17, we still got a long way to go. Did he get bumped? He might have got bumped, or did he just lose it?
Just got tight, and off the corner, he just hit the wall, tried to get it back going again, and it sucked him right back into the wall, and then down to the 22 and the 42.
Oh, yep, right there. Yes, it was. Man. Duda starting 4th. Gonna have some significant damage on that machine, and you come down pit road this early?
Oh, with that much damage, gotta come down pit road.
Oh, no, I'm talking about everybody else.
Oof, that's what I'm saying. There's about that strategy. You could come down and try to maybe save fuel, save gas, or maybe just try to stretch your tires out a little bit more, but I don't know.
Oh, we do have some takers that are down on pit road, a bunch of them actually. Mike Rominger, Alan Fox, Jim Duda, of course, coming down. Curtis Vollmer, David Elliott, Ryan Wasserman. Looks like Ryan Swan down. David Elliott there. Douglas Newbiggie. Paul Henley, Kyle Sieg, like Ryan Goodell. So, yeah, we have a lot of takers coming down pit road here. And, of course, that is going to be on the 53 here tonight. Contact with a wall of the 22 and the 42. The 53 will receive an EOL here this evening. Up 10 likes, 12 are watching. Boy, I didn't even ask for the 10 likes. Y'all already crushed it out there. Going to be interesting to see who took tires. Looks like probably pretty much everybody that came down did. Or between 14 seconds to, 20-something seconds. People getting damage fixed, Ryan. So, you got to do what you got to do. You got to keep that car as clean as you possibly can. And they're already going to get double file, ready to go by green here.
Yeah, very quick caution, it's looking like, but it's like Drew Drew Ballesteros up to second place already, starting in the 6th position.
He did not come down. He topped 6. Did not come down. Whoa! What happened there?
Could have just been, I don't know, could be a black screen, not paying attention, or, I mean, that's definitely an issue in sim racing, getting black screen or your wheel disconnecting or something like that. I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt there, but hopefully no damage to Rafe or Drew there as we're coming down the green flag.
All righty, buddy, get us going.
Garrett D. Grant will lead the field just like he led on the start of this race. Next to him is Drew, and behind him is Rafe Slate. It's out the outside. It's that 33 cars, the pace cars on the pit road. Let's see how these tires hold up. And Garrett D. Grant is on the loud pedal. Drew did not get going. He's going to hold out that entire outside line as Rafe, and it looks like Garrett's already gone. This is going to stack up the field a ton behind him, though. They're almost 3 wide already in turn number 1. 2 by 2 off the corner. It looks like we're clean for now, but let's see these. Let's just wait till these guys with new tires come through.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We're still on 3 wide. Oh,
Whoa.
buddy, look at that 73 of Alan Fox.
That was a power move right there. He's on rails right now. He just took tires, right?
I believe Alan did take tires at about a 14 and a half second. We're going to go 3 wide for a split second there.
And a big checkup behind there on that start. That almost caused a big wreck.
Oh, buddy, here we go. Back to, oh, man, I thought for a second we were going to go 3 wide again. I'm watching the 77 or the 177. Oh, we got a car going sideways. The 22 of Drew. No caution. However, oh, some significant damage to the 22 machine. Not sure if that was net code or if he just lost it. We are going to go back and take a look here and kind of see. We are still green. Of course, you can see the 3 wide there with Curtis in the middle and then Kyle on the inside. 22's on the outside, and here we go. 177 of Jacob Bell. And the 42 right there. Oh, that looked like a little bit of contact. Maybe some net coating started that, and then right there gets hit again. Oh, man.
All it looked like was I think the 77 tried to take it 3 wide on the 42. The 42 didn't go all the way down to the grass like Drew was expecting, and he got into him, got up into the wall, and collected topper with him.
All right, well, watching it here, single file up front. Alan Fox is your leader. Alan did take tires. Mike up to second. Ryan Goodell third. Darren Bruce fourth. And GT Hawkins up to fifth. Cracking the top 5. All 5 of these drivers, it does look like, took tires. Garrett D. Grant, Rafe Slate did not even come down pit road. They got 8 up. I'm watching David Elliott here in the 42. He just got around Rafe Slate. Ryan Wasserman as well. The Dos Equis 77. There comes Thwaites. It just shows you how important tires are, right, Ryan?
Oh, absolutely. And man, I really didn't need to ask you if they took tires or not with ATVO over there, but you could just tell they were flying through the field. And like right now, 42 of David Elliott just flying past Garrett D. Grant up into the 6th position. Goes the 2, that's primetime guys. Like Thwaites and David Elliott up there. Oh, and
24 getting loose.
Got turned. Yeah, Brian just almost turned him there.
Oh, wow. Boy, I wonder if it's going to be a little bit of short track tempers at 1.5 miles.
Yeah, that back end of the 24 doesn't look too happy. It actually makes a little frowny face on the car now, if you're looking at it from the far chase cam. But yeah, that's definitely going to affect that 24's handling, and yeah, it's not a good mix. People who didn't take tires and people who did. But Alan Fox, your leader at Atlanta.
He is up front. Chris Seidenfeld, James Bickford. Now we got a lot of single file going on back here toward the back. And watching some drivers, but nothing really happening. Get up front too. Ain't nothing really happening up here at the present time. I would be watching GT Hawkins, though. He is peeking to the inside of the 27 of Darren Bruce. I believe both of these drivers are teammates for GTM, and they are. So maybe they're either working together, communicating, trying to figure out if they're going to get around that 44 of Ryan Goodell. Ryan running that midline and in between 1 and 2. Middle line saving some stuff here. Lap 30.
Could see green flag pit stops with some of these guys who didn't take any tires. I mean, they're all single file right now. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys started dropping to the bottom. Looks like we got a 3-car battle with Ryan Goodell and Darren Bruce, GT Hawkins.
Yep, been watching this one. This is about the only battle going on right now. And it's a pretty good battle. A couple of teammates up here together. And they are still trying to figure out a way to get around that 44.
Yeah, 44 holding his own against those 2 GTM guys. Looks like GT's eager to get around him. Gonna give him a huge push down the backstretch there. Try to dive to the inside. Yeah, they'll be single file, but not for long as GT is going to try to take this. Oh, wasn't really a crossover move, but try to take the inside on this 44 car.
Up across the stripe, here they go. Still cannot get around that 44. It must be that difficult to pass out here. You know, you don't want to burn your tires up. So maybe GT is just hoping that Ryan makes a mistake down as we dive it into 3. But 44 is running a line. Oh, here goes GT Hawkins now. He just can't get up there.
Yeah, and I mean, dirty air, just the line, almost a single groove racing they got here. It looks like the 44 is trying to take away GT's line there. Just try to keep it from passing him.
Oh, here we go. The 14 back to the inside of the 44. Darren Bruce has got a bird's eye view. Let's go cockpit here with Darren. Watching from Darren Bruce's cockpit as the battle still persists between the 14 and the 44. I gotta say, this battle, they've been racing it side by side for the last, 4 or 5 laps, and
Yeah.
really haven't even broke away. Oh. Yeah. There he goes. GT finally gets around the 44. Now they're gonna go 1, 2, 3 right here. All right, what else we got going on? Well, not really too much. Alan Fox, Mike Rollinger, 1 and 2 here. We got a couple of primetime teammates right here together. Now, who is that on the outside? That is Drew. Oh! right, Garrett D. Grant coming down pit road.
And I think this is going to start it all. We're probably going to see Chris this lap, as well as the 48 of Curtis. Yep, Curtis is down pit road too.
All right, yep, Curtis Vollmer. Probably see Rafe, Chris, James, and Bryce come down here pretty quickly. These drivers did not come down when everybody else did. So, yeah, here comes Rafe Slate down pit road. What is it, about 36 laps roughly on fuel? Or maybe it's the tires.
Maybe 30 laps per tire. Yeah, but I think Curtis was saying earlier, it was around 40 laps for fuel.
Okay, so 35 to 45, what I put down, so close enough.
Yeah.
All right, now battle here. Chris Seidenfaden, the 25 of James Bickford. That's going to be for the 10th spot. Chris Seidenfaden. Chris, stick it away. All right, maybe a potential battle for the lead again between teammates. Now here comes Bryce Senesac, Kyle Sieg.
GT got a huge run on those leaders there. He's hauling it to the front.
Yes, he is. He's been out here the same amount as these guys out here at about 21 laps. This time will be 22 for them. We are seeing a little bit of separation, but not by much. I mean, oh, there goes GT looking to the inside of the 9. Be able to do it.
Let's see if they can do a little bit better than around with Ryan Goodell over there.
Got 3 drivers. Have yet to come down. Chris Seidenfaden, James Bickford, Andrew. All been out here at about 41 laps. It's going to be interesting here to see when Chris and James comes down. They are right here together. And they're not going to be coming down this time.
Maybe trying to stick out the fuel run here.
With that caution, you can get a few more laps in. Definitely save fuel under caution.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're going to go side by side on the back stretch here. 25 of Bickford still trying to get around Chris. And it looks like James, nope, not coming in this time by again. Well, somebody came down pit road. That is the 22 of Drew. He's down pit road. Still, now we've just got 2 drivers. Let's get back up to the front here. You see GT Hawkins now up into second, getting around the 9 of Rominger, back to third. Darren Bruce right there in fourth.
It looks like Drew's trying to get some damage fixed on that race car, missing the whole back end of the car.
Well, here comes GT Hawkins battling Alan Fox for the lead.
New Biggings also coming in for his pit stop, but GT going to take over the lead there from Alan Fox, clearing him off of 4.
Yes,
Here comes
he
Darren
does.
Bruce too.
Yep, Douglas down pit road in the Track Racer 1. That leaves 2 drivers still to come down. Bickford and Chris. I'm kind of wondering when they're going to come down pit road here, but GT up front. Alan Fox back to second. Now we're going to see here if GT can possibly pull away from second on back, but the way they've been racing, Ryan, I don't think he's going to be able to get too far ahead.
I think this draft is way too important for the drivers to. I mean, that's what GT used to catch up to the primetime guys. So I don't know. I expect them to kind of stay with them until they get to their pit stops.
Oh, we've had 1 caution here so far. We've had a couple of really close calls. All right, James Bickford still out. Seidenfaden did come down, or he's coming down now. Or no, he is coming off of pit road. So Chris has made his pit stop. There comes James Bickford.
You can see that difference as Topper passes the leaders here. Even with a little bit of damage, it looks like on that front end there, he's still able to blow by the leaders with these tires.
Yeah, he's going to blow past to get one of his 2 laps back. He is still a lap down, however. But at least he is only 1 lap down. You know, that's the thing. We've got several drivers that are a lap down. Garrett D. Grant is a lap down. He's the first driver a lap down. Ryan Swan, Brave Slate, Bryce Senesac, Kyle Sieg, Curtis Vollmer, Chris Seidenfaden, James Bickford, and of course Topper, all 1 lap down. Now Paul Henley is the last driver on the lead lap back here in 11th after starting in 11th, so he's running right where he started.
GT actually does look like he's pulling away a little bit on those primetime motorsports cars, the 73 and the 9. He's got at least 0.4 of a second gap on him.
Well, it's fluctuating between anywhere between 0.3 to 0.4. So I mean, they're right there still with him. Well, guess what, folks? 100 to go.
There you go. 50 laps into the race, 1/3 of the way through. It's been a pretty good race already.
Oh, yeah, it has been a good race. Of course, all week long here at Atlanta, the ARCA series to the trucks yesterday and now tonight. It's been good racing. Even tonight, it's showing that it is good racing as well. You know, lap cars. We don't talk about lap traffic a lot. Seeing the 24 here of Garrett D. Grant trying to get up here around these leaders to get his lap back. But lap cars, they can sometimes help you or hurt you.
Yeah, and most of the time it's the latter. But a lot of the time they are pretty respectful and do let you out of the way. And it's always polite too. It's not required to, but it's always polite too. And
oh yeah, definitely. And of course, we're seeing Garrett D. Grant here now. Garrett, he's just trying to get his lap back, and it looks like he's going to do it, getting around E.T. Hawkins. Now we are within this fuel run for these other drivers: GT, Alan Fox, Mike Rominger, Darren Bruce, Ryan Goodell. So the top 10 here has been out here at about 36, 37 laps. 35 laps. So we are within that window for them to come down pit road. I wonder who's going to be the first person to come down. Do you think GT will bring them all down? Or do you think GT is going to stay out as long as he can?
I think he's going to try to stay out as long as he can, just to find the kind of middle ground here. Like if it's good short pit, or good to stay out a little bit longer than the rest of everybody else. So that's just something when you get to the race, you got to kind of think about. I mean, you'll know from track to track, and I'm sure GT remembers from track to track which tracks it's good to short pit at. But I think he's gonna definitely stay out and run it out.
Alan Fox down pit road and in his pit stall here, so he's the first one of this group that has had enough.
Well, I'm sure they've all had enough, but he's actually trying to get his tires changed here. I know those front drivers now are screaming for those new tires that they took the last pit stop, or the last caution.
Now who's going to come down? Already seen one. Looks like Jacob Bell coming down.
He's going to fall a lap down there too.
Michael Thwaites. David Elliott. Oh, here we go. Pit road starting to heat up. Ryan Goodell, 4th, started 17th, having a good run here at Atlanta early on. Do we have any more takers coming down pit road? I don't as of yet. Out here now, 40 to 41 laps. They should be coming down here pretty quickly, and it looks like GT. No, I thought for a second he was going to come down, but he fooled me. Now here comes Paul Henley down pit road. Get back up here to the leaders. For the leaders, I should say. Mike Rominger there in 2nd. Does have Darren behind him. Ryan Goodell's got some company all around him. That is going to be, let's see here, the 44, the 8, and the 09. For Ryan. 33. Excuse me. Chris Seidenfaden, Brace Slate, and Bryce Sinesak. 8 drivers on the lead lap right now.
You can tell they're struggling by their lap times here. I'm on Alan Fox right now. He's finally down to a 32-second a lap time. Well, I think he just pitted on lap 55. He's gotten his lap back, but GT Hawkins, he's almost at a 34-second a lap time at the moment.
I'm watching here, Ryan down pit road, Brian down pit road here.
I think short pitting is definitely the way to go, just judging by all the takers for pit road here.
Well, it looks like GT and company not coming down. Alan Hilton, you still out there, bud? Big Jeremy. Brendan. All right, well, let's see here. Mike not coming down. DB not coming down. Timothy Zayas not coming down, but Timothy started 18th, man. Look where he's at, 4th. Alan Fox has pitted. He's only been out here 7 laps. He is going to eat these guys up. So far,
Brian
so
Wasserman.
good.
Yep, there goes GT. GT to pits.
All right, well, we got more. GT, Darren, Mike
was a little
coming
quick there.
down.
He was at about 52 for the first portion of pit road. Let's see if he's got a penalty at all. I don't think that should have triggered a penalty, but
That's Zayas coming down. See what? Allen won't come down. He's only been out here 8 laps. He is going to retake the lead here as he gets around Mike.
clean in,
Commander.
clean off, it looks like, for GT. No penalty for him.
Right, GT back out. Well, everybody's passing up GT. Can't click on him. All right, after everything has cycled through, still got different strategies out here, though. Man, and I'm talking big gaps between these drivers, Ryan, for tires and fuel. Anywhere between just pitting to all the way up to about 28 laps, 29 laps. These drivers are out here. Garrett D. Grant has been out here 29 laps, along with Curtis Vollmer.
And if we keep it green for the rest of the race, we're going to have cars that have just pitted and cars who have yet to pit. And it's just going to be kind of a limbo between those drivers and the drivers who haven't pitted yet. And it's just all going to come down to the end and who timed it up right.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Watching James Bickford here. 25, Darren Bruce. Got around him because of that big gap. Goes Mike Rominger. James Bickford has been out here 19 laps. Kyle Sieg been out here 27. Vollmer 30. Hopper Dugas about 24. Timothy Zayas is going to be flying up toward Topper. Timothy a lap down. Ryan Wasserman about 5 laps. A lot of these drivers back here just pitted. I gotta say, good clean racing again here tonight for the most part. Now, we've only had one caution, which is a good thing, Ryan, but man, the start of the race and the bumping and the banging that they started here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, especially the start of the race. That was crazy, too, to see them already spinning the tires on lap number 1. Usually they're fresh tires, but it was surprising to see them spin them, and obviously the wreck behind them too, and beating and banging, cars getting sideways, cars with damage all over the place. It's like you said, it almost reminds me of a racetrack or a racetrack. Wow. Yeah, I'm a little tired tonight, but
I can tell.
A short track.
Short track, yeah, exactly. And David Elliott getting around a race late. Got a battle up here. Looks like Garrett D. Grant, Michael Thwaites. Michael trying to get around the 177 of Jacob Bell. That is not for position. Jacob 2 laps down. That 12 has got some rear end damage. Go ahead and take a look at that here. And boy, you can see that right rear is all crinkled in. I wonder if that's got to be affecting him in some way. Doesn't look like it, though.
Yeah, but I'm sure the tires are feeling it. obviously you can't see that in the car, and you can't really see it on track, but I'm sure his tires are definitely feeling it.
Garrett D. Grant trying to get around Ryan Goodell. Ryan running that high line. You do not want to... I don't know if you want to get that close to that wall, Ryan. It'll come out and bite you pretty quickly.
Yeah, it'll suck you in a little, and we'd want to avoid a situation that we had with the 53 earlier, because once you try to get back going, it snaps it loose, and you'll get right back into the wall.
Hopper down pit road. We are almost at that halfway mark here tonight. Here in about 4 laps, 3 or 4 laps, we're going to be halfway, Ryan. Boy, they are starting to really wind down this race. Back here to Ryan Goodell. Boy, there's some company back here. GT Hawkins getting around. Darren Bruce right here with them.
Now
Ryan
Fox
Goodell.
with a 7-second lead on his teammates right now.
Alan Fox, yeah, yep, 6.8. Yep.
Wow.
I don't, pit stops maybe. Strategy call.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that short pitting maybe working out a little better.
Allen
Obviously,
had a 14.1 second stop. Now GT's back up to second, and there is a 9-lap difference between Alan Fox and GT Hawkins. 8-lap difference. No, 9 laps. My bad. 9 laps.
He's definitely gonna have to. He's gonna have to work that gap down, but it's looking like he's closing it by about well, let's see here on this lap, about almost a second a lap, minus this lap traffic here he's trying to navigate. So I mean, in 6 laps or so, we could either see some pit stops or GT retaking the lead here.
Oh, Garrett D. Grant down pit road. Boy, he has got a long trek to pit road too, all the way at the front. GT 5.5 seconds back behind Allen. Well, we are officially over the halfway mark here tonight, folks. Big shout out to everybody out there tuning in here tonight on Max Speed TV with the RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. If you are just tuning in here tonight, Bryce Sinisak is coming down pit road. That is not what I was going to say, but I seen him come down. We've had 1 caution for 3 laps, 74 laps to go. We've had 5 lead changes here tonight. We have a total different strategy out there on the track here this evening. I mean, it's good. I think it's going to come down to who has those fresher Mr. Feelgoods here at the end. I believe it's going to come down to the tires. Now, could it come down to saving fuel as well? Well, got 74 to go. Make it 73 as it updates here. Go ahead and stop that. Get the driver bar back up here.
And that gap between the leader Alan Fox and GT has closed to 4.1 seconds and going down. He should be closing in on Alan in the next couple laps here.
All right, Alan Fox, GT 3.1. He's closing.
Absolutely.
Al Sieg down pit road here. Oh, Topper taking his car behind the wall. D. Grant is back out there on the track after making his pit stop. Well, we would do a crank it up, but a little spread out, so I don't know if that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, just a little spread out, just a little.
GT 0.4 seconds. One of 150. Good racing. 15 people out there watching. 11 likes. 4 shy away from 15 likes. And we go ahead and smash that like button and hit 15 likes here tonight. We do appreciate everybody tuning in as always. Boy, what a run GT's having. He is gaining and cutting into that lead. Here's the thing. Do you think GT might have burned his tires up trying to get up there?
Only as much as Allen's burning him up. I mean, I think I've seen GT race for a couple seasons, and I know he's very smooth and good with his tires. But still, they're still wearing at about the same rate. If I had to throw my
Whoa, Darren Bruce having some issues. What happened? Well, let's get back here and see. Now, there is no caution, but what happened to Darren? Was it a product of that wall?
Oh, he just didn't have a good line for that dog. Like, wow. That's not something you see often.
Right. Yep, 27 to the inside of the 22. Yeah, right there. Just looks like he just loses it and then right up into the wall. Oh, the 22 as well getting a little piece of it. Ouch. Drew Ballesteros. Drew takes a hard lick into the inside wall. And, of course, he had to tow down to pit road. Ouch. That had to hurt.
Yeah, Drew's been having not the best race. He was up to second on that restart. He just wasn't able to keep it up there. He did have a good run going, though. I can't discredit him from that.
Well, there he is. We've been on him pretty much most of the night. The 14 starting in 19th. In the back, up to second. He has ran down the 73 of Alan Fox. Al, the big question, can GT get around him?
Yeah, he definitely ran him down, that's for sure. Just like a second, I think a lap ago was the gap, and now he's within half a second, and it should be pretty easy with the fresher tires.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. I'm still on replay from the incident. Like, oopsies.
GT back up front, leading his 21st lap. Alan Fox, though, 44 laps under his belt. Now, that still can be broke. We'll see exactly how this all plays out. I believe they're going to have to hit this time and possibly one more. Don't think they can make it to the end. I don't think they can go 50 laps. Ain't no way.
No, they're going to have to split this next run in half. GT's definitely going to have, well, I think Alan's going to be better set up for this. He'll be able to get the most out of his tires here.
Alan, about 33 laps he has been out here. So he'll probably be coming down in the next, I would say within the next 5 or 6 laps, he'll be coming down pit road. I wonder if what GT will do if he sees Allen come down. Will GT come down on the next time around? But you also got to see what these other drivers do, like Mike Rominger, Ryan Goodell, Michael Thwaites. Looks like we got a little battle back here between Goodell and Thwaites for 4th. You know, Darren Bruce as well. You know, some of these drivers that are up here on the lead lap that, you know, they've been out here anywhere ranging from 26 to 34 to 44. Wow, Chris Seidenfaden, he's been out here, it looks like 44 laps. James Bickford at about 42, so they are stretching it here.
I think when Allen comes in, it'll be about 60 laps to go. So he's coming to 60 laps to go right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he came in, except this left car is in the way. It's actually going to pit road, but next couple of laps, he'll have 60 laps, 30 and 30 on his last few sets of tires, and he should be good to go to the end under regulation.
So about lap 120, 121, you'd come down pit road, split it 30-30.
Yeah, I would have came in this past lap, but I'm sure he'll come in the next couple laps.
James Bickford down pit road here. Seidenfaden is off and away. Looks like he did take a. He got to take.
Goes Alan Fox.
Alan Fox down pit road.
Now the question is, GT is going to have to run out his tires, and that'll be another couple laps. Once GT takes his last stop, he'll be able to run that 73 down if it all goes green.
Like Rominger.
Allen had some problem getting into his stall there.
Oh!
Had to back it up a little bit. That'll slow him down a little bit.
Looks
like Drew took his car behind the wall as well.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yep, Drew took his car behind the wall. Y'all just seen that. Jim Duda is still sitting on pit road. We have got 20 drivers out here on the track. 9 of them right now is on the lead lap, but Garrett D. Grant has got the leader right behind him, GT Hawkins. I don't know if GT is going to try to get around Garrett to put him a lap down or what. Well, tomorrow night, folks, we'll be right back at it here for the final race here at Atlanta. 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central for the Rick Motec Cup Series. You don't want to miss it either because it's going to be wild and crazy just like, well, tonight is. Now, hopefully tomorrow night they get a better start than what they did tonight. Yeah. They probably didn't expect it to spin like that, to be honest. You know.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, with fresh tires, you kind of expect them to grip up a little bit on that restart.
Oh, Timothy Zayas, now the last driver on the lead lap with the leader behind him. Well, let's check on some more. Race Slate in the 8th. Right back here in the 11th position. Started 14th. Up a few spots. About 3 positions. So not a bad run by Rafe. You know who's probably wanting to see a caution right now?
GT Hawkins.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, he might. I don't know about that, though.
He'd trap Allen a lap down.
Yeah.
They'd have to take
Allen is the first driver a lap down. Nope, not anymore. David Elliott just went a lap down. So therefore, and then David Elliott got passed up by Allen. David's on pit road. That is why. Alan Fox is the first driver a lap down. So if a caution comes out and he's not involved in it, he's going to get his lap back.
Yes, but GT, Mike, Ryan, Michael, Darren, Garrett, Brian, and Timothy will all be able to take their pit stops and cycle back into the positions they already were in.
Yep.
As it looks like Alan's going to try to take his lap back here as he's coming flying around the 2 of Zayas and now the 14 of Hawkins.
Yep, there we go. He got his lap back. I think that's what he was wanting, just to get some heat built up in those tires before he gunned it. And now he's come flying up onto the 99. That is going to be Ryan Swan. 73 probably just going to go on the outside. Yes, he is. And boy, he is on. Brian Wasserman off and away. Did his pit stop. Now he is good to go. Watching here and seeing if anybody else is going to shoot down pit road. Like GT is going to make it to lap 100. Out here 36 laps, so if he can go, well, he would still have to come down. I don't think he'll be able to make it to 110. Say if he can make it to 110, it'd be stretching the fuel and the tires, but he could probably make it to the end if he can make it to 110. I don't think he can.
Yeah, I mean, he's already struggling out there and Alan's still catching him. I really think he needs to pit as early as possible to try to split this run in two. And, unless he's trying to stretch it to the end, like you were saying, and, I'll have a set just in case green-white checkered happens. But, yeah, he's definitely losing time out there right now.
7.3 seconds ahead of Mike Rominger. Bring up the gap to leader here. First to third, 10.1 seconds. Apple 102, Michael Thwaites down pit road. And Michael's going to be off and away. A 15-second flat pit stop.
It's definitely a slower pit stop for iRacing. Makes me wonder if he got into the stall a little slower.
Apple 104. He would have to go 6 more laps. He'd have to put this stint at 46 laps in order to get to 110. Don't know if he could stretch it 6 laps.
And you see, I don't think it's worth it either. It's something that's just kind of an iffy thing. I mean, we've had green-white checkers this season, actually, like surprise green-white checkers, but I don't know. I think I'd bet on the higher percentage possibility, which is there will be no green-white checkered and it'll end up going green till the end. But you never know. You never know. There could be a green-white checkered and GT could fly up through the field like like all these guys with fresh tires.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know. It's definitely a tough call, and I was talking about it before the race. And these drivers, it's whatever's up to them. It's just a tough call either way.
A lap 106. 4 more laps, and he possibility could. Oh yeah, I mean, If he stretches it to 110, he could make it to the end.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if he can run it almost 50 laps, then he can make it. He can make it to the end 40 laps from now. Heck, honestly, if he pitted now, he could probably make it to the end the way he's been stretching it.
Oh yeah.
And if it's anything like right now, he'd have a 25-second gap on I think really the only person who's on a different strategy than him, which is Alan Fox.
Allen is sitting back in third right now.
Because remember, he still has to pit one more time, so whatever lead he ends up gaining on GT, it'll probably end up be diminished.
Yep, getting back up to GT here. Can't forget about Mike Rominger here either. Started in second, and he's still in second.
Yeah, one of those other primetime drivers. Yeah, he's just hanging out by himself in his own little bubble. He's only got 15 seconds back to Alan Fox, who's charging from that third spot. As I just see GT putting in chat that he is pitting in this time.
Yes, he is.
Now, no mistakes for him, and the strategy's all over.
All right, Zayas also down. Here comes GT, Mike coming down. Here comes the leaders.
I don't know if this would work. It's just kind of something I came up with in my head. But if Alan takes the lead back, pits now, and tries, well, trying to go through this myself, I don't think that would work. But so I guess the thought process is you're on the same strategy, and all you have to do is run them down with a couple lap fresher tires.
Right, well, see, Mike is down pit road. Alan Fox did retake the lead, so let me see here. He's going to be out here 18 laps. He's already on an 18-lap stint. I don't believe he will be able to stretch it.
No. Not at all. I think he will come in around a little before or a little after 120 and just ride that to the end and push as hard as he can to catch those leaders who are on the strategy where they just pitted and trying to stick it out.
ET is back out and away. Came out third. I believe GT Hawkins is going to be able to make it from here.
Oh, yes. A 14-second gap to try to overcome and extend. It's now down to 12.6 seconds, according to my telemetry.
Yeah, 12.6, 12.3, and he's still cutting into that gap between him and Allen. Now we've got Garrett D. Grant on pit road in his pit stall for the final time, I would imagine.
I don't know. Is it worth it to short pit? That's the question. And does Allen short pit, or does he stick with his strategy and hope for the best?
Here comes Bryce Senesac, as well as the 48 of Curtis Vollmer down pit road. Back on the 25 of James Bickford, 21 laps. He's in some traffic here, or traffic's around him. That's going to be the 44 of Ryan Goodell getting around. Here comes Timothy Zayas. Oh, that is the 2 of Timothy Zayas on fresher tires. Nine drivers on the lead lap.
Here comes Garrett around GT. I don't know. Oh, Garrett does have fresh tires, I was about to say.
Yeah. 24 has fresher tires. 24 is a lap down. Once everything cycles through, of course, everybody will be back on the lead lap. Last driver on the lead lap, Chris Seidenfaden, a very patriotic Northern Capital Samson Motorsports machine. Got a lot of them out here, or several of them out here.
Yeah, I got to see everybody showing some support for Memorial Day this weekend. To those who have lost in our military, and just it's good to see the support from the drivers out here.
Well, not really a whole lot going on at the present time. We do have a battle here, though. A couple of battles going on. One not for position. Michael Thwaites, the 177 of Jacob Bell on the outside. There's the 2 of Timothy Zayas in the mix here. Not Kyle Sieg. Kyle is on pit road, however. Timothy Zayas, the 44 of Ryan Goodell. Rafe Slate coming up in the mix here, or trying to. We got a good battle going on right here. About the only battle I see.
Yeah. I mean, GT here is coming up on our leader right now. He's only got 5 seconds to that 73 car. I think the 73 car just needs to pit before GT gets to him, and he might have it all set.
There is the 73 of Alan Fox, 52 laps under his belt. GT Hawkins, 43. Which it still can be broke. Oh, there's the caution. Ryan Swan. What happened to the 99?
Into the wall, and it looks very similar wreck to earlier. Let me pull up the replay here. It's out of turn 2 on his lap 115. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Oh yeah, just come out of the corner. Out of 2, too high. Right into the wall, sideways in front of traffic. He does lock it down. Gonna have some damage. That's gonna be a self-spin on the 99. We'll, of course, take a look here. Waiting on the admin, of course. Well,
very similar wreck to Jim Duda's earlier. Just got into the wall and it bounced him right back out, and he was overcorrecting it and got right back in, and it sent him around.
Well, I'm sure Alan wanted to see this.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he'll have the fresh tires here, although...
Hell, is GT coming down too? Yes, he is.
That extra set. It's just going to be down to the driver's skill and ability to work with each other.
Oh boy, pit road is busy too. Rafe Slate, James Bickford, we got them all coming down.
Throw that notebook off the pit box, 'cause we don't need it anymore. It's just up to the drivers now.
Nope, it is going to come down to the last 30 laps. And there goes Alan Fox, GT Hawkins, Michael Thwaites, Ryan Goodell, Rafe Slate, everybody coming out, taking the floor, Mr. Feelgoods, and the fuel.
Yes. Now, fuel is not as concerned anymore. Tires are not concerned because everybody's on the same set, and they don't have any sets to change back onto. But I think our concern now is staying clean. We've had some pretty hectic restarts, and who can save their tires the best? Who can have the best car at the end and time it right, where they're not caught up with the back of the field and come back and challenge for the win.
All right, well, making our way down to the front stretch here. Let's see if maybe we can grab somebody to talk to here. Go with Rafe Slate. Gotta find him. Where's he at? There he is. Rafe Slate, bud. Got a copy.
Hey.
Hey, man. Well, you're running in 5th. Started 14th. It's been a strategy race out here tonight. Everybody on a different strategy for most of the race, but now we're going to come down to the final 30 laps. I guess it's just time to throw the strategy out the window and go for it.
It's all out. I feel like I've been one of the best on saving tires and having something left near the end, and you're falling off a second in 10 laps. So there's a little bit of tire saving, but there's no fuel strategy, tire strategy. It's all out the window. It's just saving and wheel between your hands and the throttle at your feet.
And keep it going. All right. Well, it looks like you guys are getting double file, ready to go back green for the final 28 laps here, bud. So good luck, Rafe.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, here we go. It's going to be Alan Fox getting us going, I do believe.
Yes. Yep.
And he has chosen.
Looks like he picked the outside there.
Yep, the outside line. Going to put GT on the inside. Row 1, row 2, Thwaites and Goodell. Row 3, Rafe Slate, James Bickford. Row 4, David Elliott, Chris Seidenfaden. Rounding out the top 10, row 5, Garrett D. Grant and Brian Wasserman. Well, here we go. Down into middle of 3 and 4, coming out of 4. Here we go, lap 123 this time. Pace car is off. Allen, he's going to be on the loud pedal. Better restart here than the start of the race.
Yeah, man, and still they're only 2 by 2, about four rows deep.
Oh.
The rest of the field was told to line up single file since they took the wave around. Here comes GT to the inside.
GT trying to get back over the lead. Back here, though, they are side by side. And 3 wide. Whoa, here comes the 39 flying up through the field. Kyle Sieg. Oh, and he's into the wall. And he's into the wall again. 3 wide. 29 into the 39. No caution.
How did they keep that one straight? Man, oh man.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Just watching that replay, man. It's insane that they kept that straight. I mean, obviously, both probably pretty frustrated, but you know, they kept it straight and they kept the field green. How about this? Alan Fox holding off that 14 car. How about that?
Yes, he did. He is still up front. They are single file all the way back to about, let's see here. That is Chris Seidenfaden. Now it looks like they're going to go side by side right up ahead of him. David Elliott and Garrett D. Grant. They're going to do some battling right here for 7th. They're coming for James Bickford next in the 25.
Allen's got to remember, it's a long run here. They really got to save their tires. And I think GT realized that as he was trying to get up underneath him. You just got to save tires, have something for the end. Or in the middle of the run, actually.
The lap 127, Alan Fox still up front. GT probably trying to save as much as he can. That is allowing Ryan Goodell and Michael weights, though, to keep up with F14. Get right behind them. Rafe Slate leading this group. James Bickford, Garrett D. Grant, David Elliott, and the 33 of Seidenfaden. Bryce Senesac by himself. Timothy Zayas in some company here. Curtis Vollmer right up ahead of him. Mike Rominger right behind him. Of course, Curtis is a lap down. Lap 128. Well, 2 more laps. We're going to be at 20 to go, Ryan.
In about 10 laps, it'll all start to pick up. It'll all start to come together, and we're gonna really see who saved the best, who can handle their car best on worn tires. These top 4 have broken away. So honestly, I mean, we got Allen in it, GT's in it always, Ryan's in it, and Michael's in it at the moment. And 3 out of those 4 drivers, I don't think I've seen Michael Thwaites get a win. So honestly, these could be we could have a first-time winner here.
Oh, we got another caution.
Oh, and the wreck on the back.
Oh, Garrett D. Grant taking a hard lick. All right, well, let's see here. This is going to set up 20 to go. What happened to Garrett? Well, it looks like he's battling the 8 of Rafe Slate here. What happened? Oh, really close between the 24 and the 8. And it looks like right there it was contact with the 8 and the 24. Well, they were just racing it. Man. Right there at a hard lick.
That 24 got a little bit of air underneath it, too. Wow. That was a big hit.
Yes, it was. And it looks like Rafe Slate got some front end damage as well. Significant front end damage. Got some drivers coming down pit road here. James Bickford, Rafe, Chris, Bryce, Mike, Garrett. Looks like Timothy Zayas down. Kyle Sieg down. Brian Wasserman down. Darren Bruce down. Got some drivers pitting here. 19 to go, folks. Well, this is going to get extreme here now. Now what do? You got 19 to go. You have no sets of tires left. Maybe. I don't know. If you don't, then, you know, you really can't do nothing. But now what do you do?
I just got to hold it out. Just got to try it. Same thing you've been doing. Let your tires rest a little more, so you'll have a little more grip to make more moves. But I think that's the only difference with this caution. It's strategy still out the window. You still really just got to save and just hope for the best. I think obviously Alan's done a great job of holding off GT, Ryan, and Michael. But be interesting to see if these 4 break off again.
Michael Thwaites came down pit road at about 12 laps ago. So really the top 5, top 5 been out here 12 laps. Now Chris Seidenfaden just came down. So he is going to have some Mr. Feelgoods underneath him. Waiting on
just this caution. Wow. So he did have an extra set. So Chris Seidenfaden sitting in 6th place right now. He's gonna have a shot. I think the best shot at this win.
See here, that was Chris that came down along with a bunch of others. Bryce Sinisak came down a 14.5 second. James Bickford, 14.3. They're sitting in 8th. Mike Roblinger, a 29.7 down in his pit stall. Looks like we've got more drivers coming down. Kyle Sieg back down. Rafe Slate back down. This is going to be interesting.
Absolutely. I mean, with those fresh tires, it's going to be super important for Seidenfaden, who's sitting in 6th place. He's only 3 rows back from the leader. Or 2 rows back, excuse me.
Mike Pullen out in chat. How you doing, Mike? All right. Well, bud, coming to 16 to go this time. Get us going.
All right. And we're coming through turn 1 right now. 2 by 2. It looks like more, at least more cars on the lead lap here. Yeah, they're double filing up. You see Garrett D. Grant back there. He's able to get his car back on track. Good for him. Good to see him back on track. And Allen, once again, taking the outside lane. Worked well for him last time. Let's just see if he can get a better jump than he did last time. I mean, still a significant jump, but he could have gotten GT a little better too. But through 3 and 4, hopefully the last restart, coming to 16 to go. Allen on the outside. Pace car is in. And Allen, big jump on that restart. He's going to clear GT Hawkins. And it's clean, it looks like, all the way back through the field. And into turn number 1. Allen to the lead, followed by GT and 44 Ryan Goodell.
Here we go. 3 wide out of 2. Now we're going to go back 2 wide here. Here he comes. Here comes the 33 of Chris Seidenfaden.
Oh,
Up
there
to
he goes.
5th.
GT taking a look to the inside of Allen. Allen overdrove the corner.
Oh,
and they make contact.
Oh, man.
GT
Battling. They're battling. 3 wide. Back to 2.
Here comes the 25.
That is James Bickford.
Where did he come from? He's going to make it. Whoa, almost made it 3 wide there. Oh, and he almost got turned by the 33. There's going to be a big check up there. Wow, they kept it straight somehow. They're racing like it's 2 to go. We still got 15 laps, guys. Come on.
And a little crossover maneuver. What does the Fox say?
He says, I want that lead, GT.
3 wide behind them. Back to 2. Boy, this group right here is just, oh, man. Battling it everywhere. And Brian doing a little bit of battling of his own back here with the 42 of David Elliott.
Now let's get to the inside. He had to check up for GT, who was coming down the track a little bit.
Oh, James Bickford. Can he get around GT? Well, GT's going to block. Oh, a little bit of bumping. Little bit of bumping. Hey, Robin's racing.
Hey, I got the fresh tires here.
Whoa! There goes the 33 of Seidenfaden on the outside.
Well, that good-looking paint scheme getting some screen time now.
Yes, it is.
And there's to the lead, and he is gone.
He is gone. Chris Seidenfaden does not have a win this season. James Bickford in second. These 2 drivers, along with the 09 of Bryce Sinisak, have got the fresher tires. They're going to go 3 wide back here. Thais in the middle. There we go. There we go. We are wrecking. Thais, Fox, the 42 of Elliott involved.
Big junk off the corner. We still got 10 laps to go.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
This is racing like we got 2 laps to go.
So let's check it here. Alan Fox in the 73. Just got 8 up, battling it there with GT Hawkins and company. Fell all the way back. Right there is where it started between the 2 and the 9, I believe that is. Yes, it is. Right there is where it initiated. And then it was just on from there. Like the 77, going to get a piece of the wall. The 2 got a piece of the inside wall as well. Oh man, this is wild. I said it was. I haven't said it all night. Oh yeah, I think I said it once. It hasn't got extreme yet. It's about to. All right, taking a look here at the penalty chart here. I'm not seeing anything in here yet.
I think they were saying that might have been on the 9.
On the 9.
They're saying something now.
All right, we are just waiting for the official confirmation here.
Well, we're coming to. Looks like we'll, if they're 2 to grade now, we'll be starting with about maybe 6 to go, 7 to go. Those drivers, the 33, 25, 09, they are in the gold position right now with those fresh tires. James Bickford, I think he's a rookie this season. Chris Seidenfeld still looking for his first win of the season. Same with Bryce Senesac up here. And now I assume we're 2 to go, so we'll be getting it with the green flag, I think, coming to 5 or 6 to go. Still no updates yet on the last caution. They usually do say if who was at fault, whether it be netcode or a driver. But still nothing yet from the admins on that last caution.
Right now, 8 to go. Got Chris Seidenfeld, James Bickford, Bryce Senesac, GT Hawkins, Mike Rominger rounding out the top 5. Coming to 7 to go this time by, so it looks like this is wild.
Extreme.
It's wild and it is extreme.
Both, yes, at the same time.
All right. That caution is going to be on the 9.
Just updated. Yep. So we'll be taking the green with.
A lot of outside line worked.
Yeah, and it
For
looks like
Allen.
side and fin.
Here we go.
We're gonna take it now.
Pace car is
I
off.
love that.
Chris is gone. Green flag is back out. 6 to go. Here comes the 09 of Bryce Sinisak going to the inside of the 14 of GT. Out of turn number 2 they go. Single file up front. Looks like
again,
single file throughout the field now.
These drivers don't have a win this season. Top 3 do not have a win this season. Bryce Sinisak looking to the outside of Bickford. Can he get it done? No, Bickford's going to slide up in front of him. That is exactly what that 33 wants to see.
Oh,
Those
yeah,
two in the back behind him.
Oh, there goes the
09
09 to the inside of the
is moved to the
25.
inside. 25, he's going to power through a little bit there. Oh, a little bit of contact. .25, they're catching that 33 car up there.
Yes, they are.
It's these 3 groups right here. These 3 drivers. Whoa, got a little tight there.
A little battle going on behind GT as well. Got that battle up front here. You got Michael Thwaites, Ryan Goodell, Curtis Vollmer, and Mike Rominger, Brian Wasserman, Kyle Sieg, and Paul Henley back in the mix here. Well, let's get back up front to where this battle for the lead is. Well, now it's a battle for second. 3 to go. I think GT right now is just hoping those 2 up ahead of him make some type of mistake.
Yeah, that's their only hope back there. These guys who, of course I said, I don't think we'll need that extra set. Well, these 3 all saved their extra set, and guess what? Where they're sitting? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
Side pad
3.
coming to
Yep.
2 to go.
Next time by will be the white flag in the air. Can we get to the white flag?
Yeah, that's the real race. Can we get back to the white flag? It's Bickford's gonna turn Sinisak.
Oh, Sinisak going around. Caution is out. We're gonna rack them up, stack them up, do it all over again.
I gotta say, I think with all of his competition, pretty much just gone. But I gotta say, Seidenfad's got this one locked up. Bickford just misjudged it. It looked like got into the rear of Sinisak, and obviously Sinisak not very happy at all.
All right,
Yeah.
well, let's get a chase view here. Kind of take a look at this. We'll turn the camera now. We're going to be on the 25. 09 right up ahead. We'll see here what actually happened. The 09 right there, and right there it was, right into that left rear of the 09, the 25. You can see it clearly right there. Even the car even glitched in a little bit. So right there it spawned the 09, boy. Oh man.
And Bryce is having such a good run too. I hate to see it for him. He's a great driver. He's had a rough season, but yeah, it was just an unfortunate misjudgment by that 25 car. It looked like, and the 09 was the recipient of or the victim in that situation, I guess you could say.
All right, the green white checkered attempt. Yeah, that's all they get.
The one, the only green, white checkered. Well, Bickford's still on him there, even though he does have a little bit of right front damage. He was able to retain the second position.
Well, James Bickford is going to get that EOL coming down from the pipeline.
That's
here
right.
from the
Yep.
admins. He is at fault.
they'll give that out with 2 to green here. So it's probably this lap that he's going to be sent to the back of the field. And honestly, I got to say, that's probably all Seidenfaden needs to do is just get a couple solid more laps, and he'll be doing donuts afterwards. He'll be able to burn up those tires.
Oh, what did I say? GT Hawkins was hoping them two would make a mistake.
And they did.
And they did.
Absolutely. Hey, I mean, don't listen to me anymore. Listen to Josh. He predicted the tires. He predicted the second and third making a mistake. I mean, hey.
I've only been doing this for 5 years, man. So, you know.
I mean, there's that too, yeah.
All right, with 3 to go, green, white, checkered attempt. 1 of 1. Alan Hilton out there saying, ha, saw that coming. Well, I mean, I was hoping it wouldn't, but, you know.
It did.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you get us going now for the final time, because if they wreck, that's it. Hopefully they don't. But Ryan, get us going here, bud.
All right, as we come to the 1 to green, once again, like Seidenfaden, we'll take the outside line there. Obviously, the most popular choice this race, Alan in the 73, Alan Fox in the 73, taking that outside line. He's actually sitting back in 12th. Let's see if he can get back up to the front a little bit there. Some other contenders in the top few spots is Ryan Goodell. We've seen him about mid-pack this season. He's got a good strong run coming tonight, and Mike Rominger up there too. He is sitting right now in 5th spot, as well as Curtis Vollmer, sitting 1 spot behind from where he started in that 48 car, making his debut in the Xfinity Series tonight. But all eyes on Chris Seidenfaden is, I gotta say it, it's pretty unlikely that, well, I'm not gonna say that because we know how that'll go, but, you know, he's got the fresh tires. The rest of the field has about 10 lap average, I would say, older tires, but now the pace car getting ready to turn down onto pit road. Chris Seidenfaden leading him to the green, and he's gone. There he goes on the loud pedal. GT not able to keep up with him as he clears him. Michael Thwaites gets a little loose behind him. That almost stacked the field up, but Seidenfaden rolling it through the corner. GT still hanging on a little bit there. He's going to gain a little bit of time here. Here he comes from the back bumper of Seidenfaden.
Oh, there it goes to the inside. And, they're getting close. I don't know. This is going to be a battle back to the line here for the white flag.
Just those new tires.
1 to go.
Those new tires Seidenfaden has, I think, is going to be the deciding factor of this race. Look at the 48 of Vollmer. He's trying to take 3rd away from Ryan Goodell.
Yes, he is. We might have a battle for this 3rd place here. And a little bit of blocking going on.
Seidenfaden looks like, as long as he keeps it clean through this corner,
he's got it.
Yep.
Seidenfaden wins it here tonight for 2nd. GT 3rd. Ryan Goodell. Wow, what a finish.
How about that? Clipboard out the window. You don't need that anymore. It actually did come down to tire strategy. I was wrong again.
Wow. Now, Ryan Goodell only got 3rd by 81 thousandths of a second.
Wow.
Well, congratulations to Chris Seidenfaden. He's going to burn it up here tonight. Let's get down here and watch the burn up by the Northern Capital 33. His first win on the season comes in round 6. The RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series here in Atlanta. Oh, man. I'm sure Chris is ecstatic right now.
And how about for 5th? They were even across the line. There was no difference in the time, it looks like, across the line for those two.
Alrighty, folks. Well, hang tight. We're going to get the top 3 up here for the Max Speed TV post race show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on Max Speed TV. We have, of course, caught up with our top 3 here tonight. We're going to start here with Ryan Goodell, and I believe Ryan has caught up with him.
Ryan Goodell, you got a copy, buddy?
Copy.
Yeah, strong run for you tonight. You were hanging out in the top 5 for about the whole night. Did you have anything at the end there for if it would have went green?
I don't know about that. Definitely on older tires there. The guys who had the newer tires, I think, were at an advantage. But GT is always fast, so just kind of followed him up through the field tonight.
That is how you do keep up with those fast guys. How about the end there? Do you think you had anything for side and fan with those new tires, or was that about the same deal?
Same deal. Yeah, I mean, GT probably gave him all he could handle, and GT was going to have the best shot at it. But if he couldn't do it, I don't think anybody probably could. The new tires were just, especially here, you know, this is such an abrasive surface, eats tires real fast. So anytime you can get some new feel goods, you're always going to go straight to the front.
Absolutely. And we were watching the racing up front, and you were able to stay out of most of the wrecks and the trouble. Um, just go through like the middle section of the race for us. How was that?
It was nice to get into a rhythm with the green flag runs, but yeah, there was definitely a couple situations there where there were some brown moments, especially on the first coming to green. I think we had a wreck, and then right there at the end there was something on the back stretch. There was a couple incidents, so lucky to kind of get through those, but it was nice to have that stretch in the middle with you know, some green flag racing, some pitch strategy and stuff. Coming out on after that last stop, the last green flag stop, I think I was going to be about 3 or 4 laps short, so I was going into fuel conservation mode there.
Gotcha. Well, definitely a great run for you, and awesome to see you bring it home in 3rd position. Any shout outs, thank yous you want to give tonight?
Just want to say thanks to my firm, my sponsor, CJBS. If anybody's looking for any tax and accounting services, keep me in mind, Ryan Goodell, CJBS. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Great finish tonight. Go celebrate.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Awesome job, Ron. All right, well, that is going to bring us up here to our second place finisher here tonight. Boy, he was looking. He almost had it. GT, got a copy.
Yep, I got you. How's it going?
GT, man, you tried it again. Coming from the back to the front. You led a lot of laps here tonight for sure. It really came down to that final lap there, man, under that GWC. Man, 11 laps difference on the tires, too, between you and Chris. Talk about the battles out there in the racing here tonight.
Yeah, just got bit by unluckiness there, which I can't complain too much. I've had good luck most of the season so far, so yeah, I mean, the long green flag run there, the first caution I pit because I was like, I mean, there's a good chance of it going green, so I played it that way, and I think we were sitting in a pretty good position. I mean, I saved enough fuel to make it on one less stop, and I was still fast, so I was pretty excited, and then we started getting the cautions, and I mean, it was hard to pass even on even tires. So I mean, once you got even like 5 laps on the tires, middle lane was just dominant. If you got on the inside of somebody, it was really hard to pass both ends. So last restart, I wanted to get to his outside. I figured I'd have a better shot there, but I knew that I didn't have enough time to not take every run that I could get, and so I took that, and but he held it off. It was a good job on Chris's part, and congratulations to him. Really cool to see him get the W tonight.
Yeah, it was an awesome race yet again. I mean, this week here at Atlanta, it's been nothing but fantastic out there, and a lot of different strategies out there here this evening for you guys. I mean, it was a mixture all over the place. We just didn't know. And then you went a good amount of laps there. I think you made it to like a lap 109, 110, somewhere around in there. If you could have made it to the end, even if there was no cautions, but it would have been close, I would say, on fuel. However, awesome job, GT. Of course, tomorrow night, right back at it here in the Cup Series. A little bit more power behind those cars, though.
Yeah, it's a different animal. High downforce is gonna be interesting. I did a little practice. I don't know. It feels like the setup doesn't really match the dynamic track. I don't know if that's been updated or not. It doesn't feel quite right. So I don't know if that's going to be a good or bad thing for me, but I'm looking forward to it regardless.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job second here tonight. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate?
Yep, got to thank my teammates, GT Motorsports, Brendan on the box tonight, doing an awesome job. We had a great strategy. So butt kicker, D-Dub button boxes, all our admins here at Extreme putting this deal on. You guys up at MaxspeedTV doing the broadcast, and all my friends, family out there watching. Thank you.
All righty, GT. We'll see you tomorrow night, bud. Go celebrate here tonight, second place.
Thanks, Josh. Have a good night.
Yep. All right, well, that is going to bring us to Chris Seidenfaden, and I am sure he is ecstatic here tonight. Chris, bud, awesome job.
Appreciate it, Josh. This one.
Well, you got to talk about it, though, because it wasn't without a strategy call there at the end, for sure. I mean, you had a set of tires left, and you used them, and it paid off there at the end. But talk about the overall racing, though.
Yeah, the race qualifying, I hit the wall on my first lap, couldn't get a second lap, so I thought I was doomed from the get-go. I started 22nd. Then the first caution came out around lap 15. Me and Garrett, my teammate, stayed out with a few other cars. And then once the pit stops started to cycle through, we were doomed from the get-go. So, but we still had the extra set, so that comes into play a little bit later into the race. So I just took the runs as long as I could go, and I had an extra set there at the end and took advantage of it.
Well, you did. You definitely took advantage of it. Now, did you want to see that caution there? There's those final cautions there, and of course the one to bring out the green, white, checkered.
I did not, to be honest, because I was already out ahead of them. But whenever the caution did come out, I knew the people behind me were on older tires, so I was still confident that I could drive to the win.
Well, it paid off, man. Yeah,
Yes, it did.
it paid off. I don't know how you did it, but it paid off.
I don't know how I did it either. Tires. And also this 33 car, I was joking about it after the race, but I guess if you have the 33 on your car, you're due a win or whatever, because David has great success with it.
Yeah, exactly, yep.
Also in the special scheme for Memorial Day.
Yeah, I
thank you to
see
all the
that.
Men and women that serve and risk their lives for us back home.
Yep, sharp looking paint out there, bud. We do appreciate it. Well, tomorrow night, got the Cup Series. Are you gonna race in that or no?
I will not. I run trucks full time. This was just a one-off. David could not make the race tonight, so I was a standby. This was my only race of the year, my second victory. My first victory was the Michigan race in the K&N Series when I won the championship. So this is only my second win, and it'll probably be my only Xfinity race this year as I'm running trucks full time.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're going to be off 2 weeks, bud, for Memorial Week and, of course, Week 13. Yep. So, go celebrate your first victory here this season. If you show up, it probably won't be your only one. But, man, awesome job. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate.
Shout out to my teammates, Garrett and Curtis, tonight. They ran a pretty good race until Garrett had an incident there at the end. Thank you to DJ, or David. He runs the Xfinity car, this one. And thank you to Curtis, the team owner, Northern Capital, Russ Anderson, and you all in Extreme for putting this on every week.
All righty, Chris. Go celebrate your victory here tonight. We'll see you when we come back.
See you.
See you. All right, Ryan. Well, I mean, I got to say, this was an amazing race.
Oh, absolutely. And we thought it wasn't going to come down to strategy, and we thought about throwing our notebooks off our out the window, but hey, it ended up coming to strategy, and those guys who saved their tires ended up being the ones who came home and won the race. Chris Seidenfaden, like you said, he runs trucks most days or full time, and this is his only start in Xfinity this season. So how about that story? I mean, that's awesome to see him go 1 for 1 this season and get a good drive out for his teammate.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Driving the 33, David Weishart. So, man, awesome job. But let's get down here to the unofficial results, putting in the admin stuff they have to do here tonight. It's going to be Chris Seidenfaden bringing it home with a victory lane. Congratulations to Chris. GT in second. Ryan Goodell third. Michael Thwaites fourth. Curtis Vollmer in fifth. Mike Rominger sixth. Paul Henley seventh. Kyle Segan eighth. Bryce Senisak ninth. And Darren Bruce rounding out the top 10. Just finish us out, Ryan.
And Brian Wasserman in the 77 will finish 11th. James Bickford recovers to 12th. Garrett D. Grant recovers to the 13th position. Timothy Zayas will recover to 14th. David Elliott in 15th. Alan Fox finishing 16th today after a strong run. Jacob Bell will finish 17th, the last car on the lead lap. Rafe Sleep will finish 1 lap down in 18th. Douglas Newbigging 3 laps down in 19th. Ryan Swan 6 laps down in 20th. Jim Duda 59 laps down in 21st. Drew 76 laps down in 22nd. Some bad luck for Drew tonight. And Topper Douglas will round out the field 86 laps down in 23rd.
All right, that is going to round it out here tonight. Of course, congratulations again goes to Chris Seidenfaden. And, of course, a big shout-out to Scott Rambler up there in the admin tower. Big shout-out to him for adminning the Xfinity Series. Big shout-out to Ryan Branshaw joining us here tonight. And, Ryan, of course, we're going to be off 2 weeks, so I guess we'll see you when we come back. Thank you again for helping me call the Xfinity races. A big shout-out to RB Custom Rigs, Rick Bell Custom Rigs, in the market for a new PC or just an upgrade. Hit him up on Facebook at facebook.com/RB Custom Rigs. Big shout-out to Rick Donovan, putting on an awesome league over here at Extreme Motorsports. And a big shout-out to all the fans out there tuning in each and every week. We do appreciate it. But until tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, for the Rick Motec Cup Series here at Atlanta. You don't want to miss it. But until tomorrow night, stay safe, thank you all, and have a good